Okay, and we're live.
I like how we really have like no plan. We're just going into this. Let's just talk.
I love that someone's like enabling me. You gotta have someone that just is like, what do you call it? Like a ride or die, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just partner in crime.
Let's do it.
I hope that they can see me in there. I think so.
I see you.
Okay. Hello. All right. I'm going to set it for like 15 minutes.
What time is it?
7:06.
Okay, yeah, because I just want time to move these.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Let me turn my ringer off.
Oh, hi. We've made it.
Do we have a name for this?
Find your power happy hour. I don't know.
I actually like that.
It kind of rhymes.
Find your power happy hour.
I mean, we could eventually get to the point where we have little mocktails.
Yeah. I like that. Maybe we need to have like we can have multiple different podcasts, maybe like with a couple different people or something and different names, you know?
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. I feel like this is your Find Your Power podcast, and you're going to have different people to talk to.
Find Your Power podcast. I like that too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to start or do you want me to start? Maybe you start because I want to know the vibe of your questions. Well, so for everyone watching right now, all instructions that I gave Sydney, I said, just show up, please. We've already had to reschedule this how many times now?
Probably like 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times. It said, and maybe let's just have a list of random questions for each other and don't tell me what they are.
Just going in fully blind.
Yeah. But thanks for being here with me.
Of course. Thanks for just chatting with me. I love this. Okay, well, when you asked me that question, the first question that came to my mind, which I honestly don't think I've ever asked you this, and also happy anniversary to us because it's been a year that we've been working together.
Really?
Last year in June was when we first connected. So that's exciting. Went by so fast. Anyway, first question.
Happy anniversary.
First question I have for you. What does Find Your Power mean to you? Like, where did that come from, and why is that the name of everything you've created?
Yeah. I'm sometimes really bad at articulating things and a little camera shy, depends on the day, maybe. So I'm going to try my best. But as far as like Find Your Power, that name came from my own healing journey. I was in this point in time where I was starting my business, and at the same time, I think finding my power, but by power, I mean like authenticity, especially too within my healing journey with my chronic illnesses. A lot of it has been working with finding my authentic self and my authentic voice and allowing that to shine regardless of what people think or what people say and I think that's been a challenge in my life. And so it was this whole realization that I need to take my power back and allow myself to authentically live my life. And that is how or one of the ways of how I will heal myself. And it worked. But I think also too, realizing that, you know, when you put your emotions in someone else's hands or you put everything in someone else's hands, you're giving them your power. You're giving away your power. And so that was kind of this little revelation / rebellion of like, no, I'm taking it back. And the fact that it was never that I didn't have any power or that it was missing in any type of way. It was always there. I just had to take what was mine, you know? Yeah. So that's where that stemmed from.
I love that. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Just reconnecting to it. I totally agree. It's inside all of us. And, unfortunately with life, work, stress, all the things, we can just not lose it. But I think just kind of disconnect from it or tuck our power far away and kind of look to other people to find that or give it back to ourselves. But I love what you're saying. Like, no, you have to look within to find that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think too, like, I've struggled within my life with a lot of narcissistic people. And so they really can be very challenging as far as making you feel like you have no power and making you feel like you are not allowed to be your authentic self. And I think even too, the environment that I grew up in and like the schooling system that I grew up in, it was a small, very tiny Christian school in Las Vegas. And it's like, you can't really be outside of that realm of what it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. So, that. And also too, just side note, like I originally was thinking about doing fitness. So the F and Find kind of went along with the fitness. So the Instagram originally used to be Find Your Power Fitness.
I did not know
instead of wellness.
Wow.
And then it developed into like all these different things. So I just deemed it as wellness just to kind of give it this whole name, knowing that eventually there would be some type of wellness center going on, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
hopefully we're literally sitting in it
manifested
right now.
it. But
I love that.
So
that's amazing. Do you remember like a specific moment or like the catalyst that caused you to be like, I need to give this to other people? Like, obviously you've been on your own healing journey. You use a ton of different modalities, which is for sure a question that I have for you too. But do you remember a specific moment where you were like, wow, I need to bring this to others, or other people need to experience this too?
Yes, but it wasn't really in that, like, I guess, enlightenment type of thing, because I felt invalid for a while, and I felt imposter syndrome for a while. It was more so that I kind of had to. I was forced to. It was like the universe threw me into this hostile work environment where I was no longer happy where I was. And what I had thought I would be doing for my whole life, or most of my life, just crumbled right before me. And so I just quit my job. And I don't recommend that. But I was kind of forced into, what do I do now? And I really was so strongly thinking about making what I do next something that I am passionate about, something that I do want to be able to heal through also by being my authentic self. And then that's when I was thinking about, okay, well, I was already thinking about doing yoga teacher training, but I was thinking also, what do I know within my own journey, within my own story, which I really think that we're all given this beautiful, even sometimes messed up story that happens to us. And how can I heal myself or work through this, process through this, and give what I know has worked for me to other people? What have I experienced, and how can I share that with others? So it's kind of this like turn your pain into purpose type of thing, because what else was I going to do with it other than, I think that was just it is a form of a coping mechanism almost. Well, no, I'll say it is. It is. But it's, it's better than a lot of other things out there.
Exactly. There are worse vices.
But yeah, I think I've always wanted to be of service, and I think that this was a way that I could be of service in something that I am passionate about, which connects to me and my life. So yeah.
What did you discover first? I feel like I probably can assume it was yoga if it was going to be Find Your Power Fitness, but I know you're a yoga instructor, you're a sound healer, you are a Reiki practitioner, you lead shamanic journeys, you have so many different tools in your belt. Those are just 4 of them. What was the first tool that really inspired you to want to keep going?
So this was up until like 2020, maybe. I had only known anything other than like the Western medical system, and it has its time and its place. I don't demonize it as much as I used to, but
I'll do that for you, don't worry.
yeah. I'm still, you know, I give it a little hope and a little lead, and then it just disappoints me once again.
That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. So, but it wasn't until I was like my very, very sickest, my very, very lowest that, and that my rheumatologist, who's supposed to specialize in my conditions, had told me like, you're just sick. There's nothing else that we can do. You kind of have to accept that. And side note, I just had the same experience with my doctor recently, like last week. I kind of just, I asked him, I said it to me straight. Like, is there nothing we can do here?
Yeah.
Am I just sick? And he said essentially, yeah. And I
love that
asked
you refuse
him,
to believe that, though. I
Yeah.
love that you're like, I don't accept that as an answer.
Yeah. I know I've heard this before this time around, but I kind of asked him, and I had also asked him, like, is there anything else that you think, like, holistically wise, or anything like that I can do at home to integrate into my like daily routine, just anything else? Not even prescription wise, you know? And he had no answers for me. Literally no answers. Not even like eat healthy.
Wow.
I think that, I don't know, maybe he's like contracted to just have to, he kept bringing it back to the prescriptions. And he was like, well, maybe I can find you a supplement. But he couldn't bring anything off the top of his head, not even like turmeric or something.
That's scary. You're
I
like,
know,
aren't
very
you
scary.
supposed to be the expert here?
Yeah, very scary. But so that had happened to me the first time around back in like 2020, and I was really, really, really sick. And I had refused to believe that, and that's kind of where I had my like whole spiritual awakening. Just, I don't know, one day I was really sick. I could barely walk. I was like 90 pounds. I was like skin and bones.
Wow.
I remember just laying on the couch, and I think maybe I had like a clairvoyancy moment for the first time ever. And I just had this like, and I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, but maybe it's not. This like spiritual moment of something telling me like I needed to make a change, or else like this is going to go really, really badly for me.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of opened up the floodgates of, well, what else? And I think what I really, really, really dipped my foot in first was like tarot and astrology, and just like I feel like some of the typical like spiritual stuff, energy healing, and then working with my shaman who was a trauma specialist, and diet as well. I was on like a liquid vegan diet for a little while, and then I had, because I couldn't eat solid foods back then, I was that sick. And then I was vegan for a while. So yeah, that's kind of what I started with, probably within the same like timeline.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, hard question, because I feel like there might not be an answer to this. If you had to rank them, what would be your top like number one? If you're like sound healing, yoga, Reiki, or you know what I mean? How would you kind of like rate them as your go-tos for your practices?
Somatic-based therapy is number one. I think working on your mind and your emotional health is number one, but not just talk therapy, because for me, talk therapy never worked. And I did a lot of like somatic-based therapy, and I would even say some of like the shamanic journeying is almost, can be a form of that somatic-based therapy also, because you're using in a sense, getting into your body and your mind. But yeah, that, and then diet being second.
Yeah. And it's crazy how I don't want to like invalidate anything, but honestly, how simple those answers really can be when, again, just kind of bringing it back to what we started with. You got back in touch with yourself. That you spent so much time talking to doctors and experts who didn't really have an answer for you other than here, pop this pill and be on this medication forever. And this is just the way your life is going to be. And you said, no, I think there's more to be discovered in here.
Yeah.
And look what you've created.
And like, number one, I mean, sure, yeah, there's, we can wait to open the door until our timer goes off. Or I guess it's about to go off anyways. I want to ask you a question though, Sydney. But I was going to say too, like, with those two things, like there's a lot of resources out there for that, and some of them being low cost or even free sometimes too. Yeah. So yeah. So for you, Sydney, what either what sparked your like delving into all this, or did you just were you just born like playing the sound bowls?
I was just born from a sound bowl.
Okay, that plus what's your self-care routine?
I'm just kidding. I was not born from a sound bowl. Very similarly to yours. I mean, we've talked about this so much where I was working a job that I was incredibly unhappy with. I have a chronic condition as well, and just my endometriosis was flaring so much because of chronic stress. And I've just always been such a believer that I wasn't put on this planet to be miserable. I don't think any single person, human, living thing is put on this planet to be unhappy. I think we're here to chase the things that bring us that joy and make us feel like our authentic selves and really lights us up. And so you know, I kind of just decided to take that leap of faith too. I was like, I'm quitting this job. Actually, the universe made it happen. I lost that job because of COVID. And I was like, okay, this is my sign to dive deeper into tools that I know are helping me and tools that I firmly believe can help other people. Because you know what I always preach every session, like you are your own best healer. And I firmly believe that. I think we all have access to these types of things, and we do spend a lot of time, unfortunately, seeking outside support and validation that doesn't really help us, when at the end of the day, we really just have to go within and relearn our authentic essence. My self-care routine, I won't lie at all. I can't say that I have a self-care routine that I do every single day. I would be a bold-faced liar if I said that. I don't think life is that perfect where it can just fit into a little box like that. But at least, I mean, you know, every time I'm in a session, I know it's healing me as well. So there's that. But then biggest thing for me, I always make sure I'm taking the time to take care of my body. Yes, of course, eating, but sometimes I like to cheat. Movement is a big thing for me. I'm really big on just gym and lifting weights. That is something that has helped me not only just physically, but also just mentally. And then I will live and die by sound healing, even if it's just me sitting and playing with one of my bowls for 5 minutes and taking a few deep, intentional breaths. That there's no sweeter recipe.
I always feel better after a sound bath. Sound healing session, even on the other side, you know, facilitating. Always.
It's magic. We can talk a whole episode about sound healing.
We can talk so much about it. The only thing I was going to say with your first answer is, I feel like, and I don't know, maybe I'm radical for saying some of this stuff, but I think that obviously, and maybe you might agree, is that sometimes we do plan to have these challenging obstacles here to be those, like, that lighting that fire underneath us. And then
totally.
I think at that point, it's like our choice. It's
Absolutely.
Your spiritual choice of, do you want to evolve, or do you want to, where do you want to go with this? Where do you want to go?
No, absolutely. I believe that as well. I mean, I everything that I went through brought me here. And so I am grateful for it. Was I grateful in the moment I was experiencing it? Absolutely not. I was miserable. But now that I'm on the other side, it does help you to look back and just reflect and see like, okay, going through that got me to where I'm at now. And I know this is where I'm supposed to be. So I know that's the path I was supposed to walk, even if it was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm crazy where maybe something bad's happening to me and I'm like, thank you, God, for giving me this experience so that I can experience this and whatever is supposed to come out of it.
Exactly. Yes.
Functional gratitude. Well, thank you, Sydney, so much.
Of course. Thanks for chatting with me. This was fun.
To be continued.
Yeah.
To be continued. I don't know how to outro this.
Bye.
Ding.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Okay. I need to move these bowls around. Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.